Are you a professional or individual who wants to become financially independent, but you don't know how to begin? In this video, we will be discussing how you can discover what you excel at. Welcome back. And if this is your first time of joining me on this channel, I want to welcome you especially. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be the first to get notified as soon as I drop other very insightful videos. Now, in the previous video that I did, we discussed factors that are preventing individuals or professionals from discovering what they excel at. Now, if you missed that video, no worries at all. I have included a link to that video in the description. Today's video actually is a second in the three-part series on the topic how unlocking what you excel at is the key to your financial freedom. And we are going to be looking at how you can overcome those three constraints that we mentioned earlier on. Now, to do that, we are going to be looking at talent, passion, flair, and skill. Talent. Now, talent is a natural aptitude or ability that a person possesses. It often implies an innate or inborn or inherent ability to excel in a specific field, such as in sports, in music, or art. Now, when we talk about passion, passion is a strong and intense emotion or enthusiasm for something. A very typical example I can give of an individual with talent and passion is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk demonstrates a talent for innovation and entrepreneurship, particularly in the tech and space industries. Now, when I'm talking about his passion, I'm talking of his passion for advancing technology, sustainable energy, and space exploration. Those have been his driving force, behind his ventures, including Tesla and SpaceX. Another term I want us to look at is flair. Flair is a distinct and stylish elegance or skill. It often conveys a sense of originality, creativity, and a distinct way of doing something. An example is Beyonce. She is known for her exceptional talent in singing and dancing and even songwriting. Her performances have always had a unique flair, characterized by powerful stage presence, intricate choreography, and visually stunning production, which elevates her beyond mere technical proficiency. Now, skill refers to that ability to perform a task or activity with competence and expertise. Skills are usually developed through practice, training, and experience. You have to develop your skill. Now, an example of someone with skill is Serena Williams. We know of her unparalleled skill on the tennis court, including powerful serves and her strategic gameplay. These have all made her one of the greatest tennis players in history. Even the most accomplished people need constant practice and instruction to turn their talent into skills. So generally speaking, talents are undeveloped abilities that must be developed into skills. Let's look at a few examples. Networking. Now, some people have a natural inclination to form positive connections with others. Another one that I know of is critical thinking. That's the ability to see logical flaws and biases in things. Another one I want to mention here is negotiating. While negotiating skills can be developed over time, there are many individuals who have a natural aptitude for just negotiating. When they go to the market, they just know how to really negotiate and, bargain good deals. Have you ever experienced a power outage right in the middle of an interview? Your laptop or phone battery ran out while you were trying to close a deal with a client. There is a way out. We are offering this inverter system, and it has a multi-charge capability. It includes solar, car, and grid charging. Each full charge gives you up to 5 times charge for your PC. The device can last up to 48 hours before running out, giving you enough time to figure out your next charge time. The system runs on a 40,000 mAh lithium battery capacity with 500 watts hours. If you would like to purchase this inverter, reach out to us. We have provided our email in the description. Just title your email inverter and we will definitely get back to you. It is possible to have a natural ability in an activity that you are not particularly passionate about, and vice versa. So you need to ask yourself, if this is something you can do for a very long time without actually feeling like you have spent so much time doing it. I recall having conversations with people about this topic, and most of the time, those who are passionate about what they do, they usually succeed. There's always going to be challenges, but what keeps you going is actually your passion. Mark Anthony said, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's really profound. So when you are passionate about what you do, it's no longer work for you, all right? Now, don't get me wrong here. What you excel at isn't necessarily something easy. It might be impossible for others to do. For example, a monkey is excellent at climbing trees. If you place that same monkey in the water to swim, it will fail. A fish is a natural born swimmer. If you place that same fish on the tree to climb it, it will fail. So you excel in certain areas more than others. It's God-given. It's innate. It's inborn. It's in you. All right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing you really need to know. You need to find out what it is and draw it out. So for example, I'm naturally good at carrying out tasks that involves processes. It is what I actually excel at. So occasionally when I assist others with project management, I become so engrossed in my work, I even forget how much time I have invested in it. So when you are passionate about something, it really shows because you throw yourself all out to do it. I have also had the privilege of working with people who are attempting to identify their area of strength. It's not actually as easy as it seems, especially for those who have exceptional academic credentials. While there is nothing wrong with being academically successful, companies are quickly coming to the conclusion that finding the right candidates for a position requires more than just academic credentials. Believe me, I know it because I'm in the recruitment industry. Now, hiring people based on their skills is becoming more and more popular because, unlike education, skills are a far better way of measuring our areas of strength. So you need to look inward and search deep down inside of you to unlock those qualities that you can develop and then offer them to people who need your services. Now, in one of my posts titled Money Talks, Passion Whispers, I shared how I almost missed discovering what I was great at because, like everyone else, I was working just for the money. For years, I felt trapped while I was working as a banker. I found my freedom when I discovered that I excelled at helping other people achieve their goals. I remember several of my past clients saying that they felt calmer and more at peace with their projects after meeting with me because I was able to give them a better perspective on things. So it doesn't matter what talent or skill you possess. There's a unique way you offer or express it. For example, if you're a writer, you can ask yourself, what makes your writing different from others? If you're a designer, what makes your designs different from other people's designs? That's how you find what you have a flair for. Here are a few things you can do to find out the talents you possess so that you can develop it into a skill. You can ask your family and friends. Now, sometimes it's easier for people around you to see those qualities that you possess. Think about the qualities and skills that stood out for you in your childhood. Now, people sometimes build on and develop the natural abilities they discovered as children so that they can apply them in their personal and work life as adults. Create dedicated focus times for self-awareness. One thing you need to know is that successful people always make out time to think. Trust me, I know this too well, having supported a lot of successful CEOs and top executives. So, to discover what you excel at, you need to understand and discover your talents, your passion, your flares, and your skills. Now, you cannot achieve this if there are external influences overpowering your thoughts, all right? You need to create what in the business world is called a focus time. You need to create that focus time in your schedule. Now, this is going to be very useful for you professionals who want to transition into building a digital business for yourselves. So here's what you're going to do. Get out your calendar and schedule blocks of focus times to think about your talents, your passion, your flares, or your skills. Make sure you are committed to using those times for that purpose, which is becoming more self-aware. It doesn't really have to be a very long period of time. So if it's just 30 minutes that you have in a day, just commit to that 30 minutes and be dedicated to it. So I'm really interested in you achieving this goal this year. So that's why I have also created a workbook that has all of this information for you. Download that workbook. It's free, and you can get the link also in the description. Now, you might be wondering, what is self-awareness? I've been making mention of this. Self-awareness is actually your ability to perceive and understand the things that make you who you are as an individual. It includes your personality, it includes your actions, your values, your beliefs, your emotions, and even your thoughts. All right, so that's why you really need that focus time to think and, silence those external noises and focus on your thoughts. Now, you may find this challenging at first, all right, but trust me, it will get easier, okay, as you go on. If this is just too challenging for you and you would like to book a free session with me so that I can walk you through this, then I just want you to leave a comment and just say, I need help. I'll send you a direct link so you can book a free discovery session with me. To wrap up today's video, I just want to say this. When you understand your talents, your passion, your flair or skill, you will become more self-aware. All right? Self-awareness is the key to solving those challenges keeping you from discovering what you excel at. And the more time you invest in yourself, the more you get to know yourself. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, do leave a comment so I can know how this has helped you. Or if you have questions about today's topic, probably there's some areas you didn't quite understand, go ahead and just drop those questions in the comment section. I promise to attend to all of them. Now, in my next video, I will discuss how you can convert your abilities into client-facing niches. So if this video has been helpful to you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified as soon as I drop the next video. That's going to be the part 3, and it's really going to be an exciting and insightful one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.